So today's episode of the podcast, which is live LOL, I pre-tape these and then I put them up on Fridays. So on today's little episode, I'll try to be brief. Brief LOL. I like a guy in briefs. I think it accentuates the dick. Anyway, let's get to it here. So, be open and honest. I'm an open book with you guys.
I deal with arthritis.
Yes, my poor husband deals with arthritis. I feel so bad for him. But he's doing better. He's been going through some health issues, but he's doing better.
I still survive.
He still survives.
Who's still surviving?
What I want to talk about, surviving is a good lead into what I want to talk about, and that is the fact that I deal with mental health issues. I sometimes get the feeling that nobody wants to be around me, and I don't know what that's considered, if that's considered depression or what the fuck it's considered, but that's what I deal with. I made a comment yesterday about wrestling and and somebody took offense to it and said that they thought I was saying the company was anti-gay just because I put the pride flag in my comment. Now, I love to use the pride flag emoji, so when I use that in a comment, that's not saying that things are anti-gay or whatever. That's just saying, like, I'm proud of myself because I can speak up. But that was taken completely out of context. I've dealt with mental health issues since I was about 17, 18. My first suicide attempt when I was about 16, I think it was. I had a beautiful bank, a ceramic bank. It looked like it was a dog dressed like a British police officer, old-fashioned British police officer. I busted that and slit the top of my wrist. Which is really hard to tell you guys about that, just because it is. So that's what happened with that. Now, of course, being 52 years old, I can honestly tell you that if you deal with mental health issues, or somebody you know does, don't ever say to them, or don't let anyone say to you if you're suicidal, or you're just looking for attention, because that's bullshit. You don't say that to somebody. And don't you ever let anyone say that to you either, because that's not true. No, you're reaching out saying you need help. Getting the feeling that nobody wants to be around you is the worst feeling in the world. Because you feel like you did something wrong. Well, newsflash, you didn't. You didn't do a damn thing wrong. Excuse me, my mouth is a little dry. My heart medication dries out my mouth. I freaking hate that. But anyway, back to the topic. You're not trying to get attention. You're just telling somebody you need help. And if friends don't want to help you, then they're not friends. A friend accepts you for who you are, however you might identify and whatever you're going through. They accept you for that. They don't sit there and say, well, you're just looking for attention. That's not the case. You're looking for help, and you want help very, very badly. I went through an experience over the summer where my partner had to have surgery, and I was just asking for people to come hang out with me, and everybody made me feel like the bad guy in the whole thing. I didn't like to be alone. My partner, or my husband, had to be in the hospital for 7 weeks, and people made me feel like I was a bad person just for asking people to come be around me. He had a pretty traumatic surgery and required a lot of rehab. Of course, he's home and now doing better, but during that time, people made me feel like I was the bad guy and I wasn't. Called me a manipulator and all that other kind of bullshit, when that wasn't the case at all. Currently, he's doing a lot better, but that's just an example. If you ever get to that point where you feel like people don't want to be around you, don't think you did something wrong, because you didn't. At all. That's on them, not on you. And I struggled with the idea of sharing this on the podcast, but it needs to be said. It does. And the fact that people struggle with it is ridiculous, because people should be there for other people when they're going through it. Nobody should ever have to feel alone when they're going through a mental health issue. That's not cool. You don't leave the people alone that are telling you, look, I'm not doing well mentally. You know, I had somebody who I thought was a friend, and one time I was suicidal, and he said, oh, you're just trying to get attention. Well, no, asshole. First of all, I'm not. Second of all, shut up. And I will get a phone stand, a phone stabilizer, or whatever. There are many different things coming to my podcast once I can get stuff hooked up that I need. I'll blow it out your ass. I'm doing a podcast here. But there are many cool things coming once they can get stuff hooked up that I need hooked up to my PC or laptop or whatever. And currently I can say my husband is my hero. My husband is my hero because of everything he's been going through. He inspires me to keep going. There are days being physically handicapped, I just want to say, fuck it. But I don't. I might feel like it, and I might say it, but I don't follow through on it because I don't want to give up. Never give up is more than just a catchy t-shirt for John Cena. It's the damn truth. Don't give up. Don't care how hard it gets. Don't give up. There are many people out there that can help you with your mental health issues, that are willing to listen. So don't give up. Kate Bush said it best. Actually, Peter Gabriel. Don't give up. You still have friends. Don't give up. You still have us. You are loved. You are fabulous. God loves you. Not preaching, just stating a fact. And this episode ran long, but it's really Tuesday, but it will be posted on Friday probably. I might post it early. But I love you guys. Stay strong. And keep continuing to fight the good fight. Be proud of who you are.